and I start to tear up because I want it so bad. I start to doubt myself. I'm like, do I even have what it takes to get there? Do I have the discipline, the drive? I don't know. I'm in a slump, as they call it. Long time no see. Yeah, so I'm in a slump, as they call it, the trendy word slump. And honestly, I've been in this slump for a while now. I don't know, maybe a month or so. I just feel really lazy. I've been feeling really lazy, not motivated to do anything. And I'm just like so frustrated with myself because it's the new year. The new year's rolling around. It's going to be 2025. Everyone is trying to rebrand themselves and everything, right? And I just feel like a failure, I guess. But that's interesting. I feel like a failure because when I look back at the goals that I set for the beginning of this year, I pretty much hit all of them. Let's read off some of these goals here. I'm just reading a journal entry from the day my dog passed. Wow, I've never gotten emotional on here. Get out your feelings, girl. So one of my 2024 goals in terms of nutrition was to start eating more home-cooked meals, specifically 4 times a week. And for some people, 4 times a week is like not even a lot. A lot of people eat at home, you know, 7 days a week, but I had to set that goal for myself because quite frankly, before that, I was eating out probably 5 out of 7 days of the week. And that is just terrible. So I needed to stop that. And we have definitely stopped that. I don't eat out nearly as much as I did in the beginning of the year. So that's good. Also said a serving of fruits and veggies once a day. Last couple months, I will say I have not been on that. Also to drink 1 liter of water every day. And I hit that as well. For physical activity, I said to basically walk whenever, wherever I can. Because I naturally do a lot of walking to like get to school and everything. So I just added like walking to the stores. And then like there used to be a trail where I used to live, and like just walking around the trail when I'm off of school or off of work. And then to stretch every night before bed, because I noticed stretching every night before bed, not only does it help me sleep better, it helps my body just feel better when I wake up, I guess. So, and that's actually very interesting. I didn't put to like go to the gym on here because I actually going to the gym is kind of a habit I've started to pick up towards the end of this year. Not nearly as much as I want to. I only go like twice a week, not gonna lie, but that's interesting. I didn't put that on here. For like mental health, I said some form of journaling 5 times a week, whether that's a gratitude list, whether that's just journaling out my thoughts, whether that's just writing down a list of things I need to do for the day, literally any form of journaling 5 days a week. And I've definitely, actually, no, I lied. I don't journal 5 times a week. It's more like 3. So yeah, definitely need to work on that. And also said being intentional with cycle syncing and wrapping up projects soon before my period, because I noticed that I like to start projects before my period, and then when my period comes, I'm like, F this project, I don't want to do it anymore. And that's how that goes. So for the relationships, continue to nurture relationships that I already have by putting myself in situations, continue to nurture the relationships that I already have by cultivating like time and space together. And then I also said putting myself in situations and environments with similar individuals to build my community. Now the first part about like nurturing the relationships I already have, I've definitely done that this year. I feel like I've definitely tightened my bonds with a lot of people in my life. But the second part about putting myself in situations and environments with similar individuals, not so much. I will say I could have gotten out of my comfort zone more, or just gotten out there more, like through school. I could have done more, but I also told myself, like, I transferred to a whole new school, a big university, something I'm not used to. So I actually gave myself that grace for this first semester to be like, okay, you don't have to join any clubs, you don't have to do any of that, just focus on your schoolwork. So that's definitely something I do want to bring into the next year as well. So anyways, I just wanted to recap on that for you guys and for myself, honestly, just to see like how many goals did I actually hit this year. I hit most of them, honestly, but I still feel not satisfied. And I think this not satisfied feeling maybe stems from like not maybe pouring into my career and hobbies as much as I should. See, I have a lot of anxiety around my career because I need it to be something I love to do. I need it to be something that I am passionate about and that fulfills me, that also pays well. If I'm being honest, like the career I choose needs to pay well because I'm tired of struggling. You tired of struggling? I'm tired of struggling. Okay. I'm just being honest here. We just be honest. I do need a well-paying job. And obviously, you're not going to get the best paying job straight out of college. I know that. I just have so much anxiety around, like, what am I going to do with my life? For so long, I feel like, since I could remember, I wanted a career online. You know, whether that would be, first I wanted to be like a fashion designer. Then I wanted to be an influencer, personal stylist, and here we are. And now I'm starting to question if this is what I want as a career. I don't know. And that feeling of not knowing is just so uncomfortable to me. I feel like I need to know right now. I feel like there's also like things that I might be like just maybe insecure about in myself. I mean, nothing in particular, just the fact that like I don't acquire as many skills as I'd like to have. So that's definitely one thing that I want to focus on in 2025 is acquiring different skills that might suit me in whatever field that I choose to go in. Because I feel like a lot of my confidence has been from my performance in school, honestly. I feel like since high school, I haven't focused my attention elsewhere to gain skills outside of the books, outside of reading and researching and writing papers and all of that stuff that I am wonderful at. And I'm going to continue being wonderful at. I still want to have skills outside of that. And I'm, now that I speak this out loud, I'm really realizing in real time how my confidence has been gained from my academic performance. I want to gain my confidence by just taking care of myself more, showing up for myself more in terms of like self-care, wellness, and all of that, but also learning and gaining like technical skills. This year has probably been the craziest year of my life, and not in the most positive way, and that's okay because I feel like I needed this year to build that resilience up and build my strength. I just really believe that everything that has happened to me this year, good and bad, has imprinted on me and has now shaped me into the person I am right now, sitting here. And it has allowed me to show up in a certain way, to be more resilient, to be more strong, to be more wise. Yeah, y'all, it's about to be 2025. I turned 21 this year, which is insane. And, you know, I'm getting emotional because I remember being like, I don't know, maybe 12, 13. I remember, you know, writing out goals for my future, thinking about my future in 10 years or whatnot. I remember telling myself that like I'd be very, very well off by the age of 21. And that's, you know, well off as in like pretty much like rich, influencer status, you know what I mean? I don't have that. And that's okay. I really am working on letting go of the timeline. This timeline that I feel like has been constructed and influenced by society and social media, because we're constantly seeing young people 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 being so successful and gaining and acquiring so much money and attention, it's almost become our norm, and we feel like that needs to be the norm for everyone. Don't really realize that the average Joe, the day-to-day person, is not that successful at that age. I tell myself that, and I tell myself to let go of the timeline, and it's just so hard. I feel behind in life, and I don't even know why. Like, why do I feel behind? Like, why? What am I supposed to have right now that I don't? Like, supposed to, not want. So what am I supposed to have right now that I don't have? Like, you know, I guess this is just like a message to myself and to anyone who's watching who feels behind, who feels like they're not doing enough. You're not alone. I feel like everyone feels like this, but nobody actually talks about it. And I think about my dream life, and I start to tear up because I want it so bad. I want it so freaking bad. But then I think about how much work it's going to take to get there, of course. And I start to doubt myself. I'm like, do I even have what it takes to get there? Do I have the discipline, the drive? I don't know. Honestly, with like this yearning feeling in my heart, in my body, I'm gonna have to have what it takes, because baby, I can imagine being 80, 90, even 70, you know, and just wishing that I tried something that I really wanted to try, just wishing that I would just have stayed consistent with something. It's so hard when you want more for yourself, when you want a certain life, when you want to help your family. It's hard not to compare. I feel like some people sometimes think I have it all together too. Nowhere near it. And that's just the danger of online, of what it can portray to you. Because again, we only share the highlight reels of our life. We don't see the realistic, you know, behind the scenes stuff. But anyways, y'all, in this vlog, I'm going to take you guys through basically me trying to get out of this slump that I'm in. I'm trying to just eat better, take care of myself. I'm going to journal, and I'm also going to journal about my 2025 goals, because on Saturday, me and my boyfriend are going to sit down and create our vision boards. Before I create my vision board, I love to just reflect on the past year, reflect on what went well, what didn't go well in terms of my goals, and in terms of just the overall year in general, right? Then I reflect on my goals, what I accomplished, what I didn't accomplish. I look at the goals from the previous year, and I think about, what do I want to carry forward and continue working on in 2025? What goals do I want to add on to? What goals do I want to just leave because I've accomplished them and we're all good, right? But first, I need to eat some food. I just got back from my boyfriend's mom's house, and it's like 11, almost 12, and I haven't eaten anything yet. So I'm going to eat, and then I'm gonna go work out for literally like 15 minutes just to get my blood moving a little bit, get my body moving a little bit, because I feel a little just groggy, a little tired. I'm gonna also possibly walk to the store because I need an energy drink, and I think the vending machine in my apartment is broken. So we might have to walk to the store, and then I'm gonna do some journaling, and I also need to work on some content for a client. I am about to do my lashes. I am not good at doing lashes at all. I'm trying to do like the little like clusters. We'll see how this goes. And then I'm gonna do some journaling after that. But y'all, if y'all see me doing this wrong, please don't judge me, because I don't even know what I'm doing for real. My handy dandy lights, LED light. I think I got this last year for wintertime. It's supposed to help you with like what is that called? Vitamin D. Wait. Cause you know in the wintertime it's hard to get sun. So this is supposed to like replace the sun in a way. I have to sit in front of this at least 30 minutes a day when I'm doing something like journaling, doing my makeup, whatever. I like to just turn that on. And it acts as a little additional light for me. So that's nice. Hey guys, this is actually going way smoother than I thought. I have not messed up yet. Usually I like poke myself in the eye or the glue gets in my eye and I just give up. But that hasn't happened, so I am all done. See, the iffy part about doing DIY lash clusters, meaning like I don't even have the lash clusters. I have whole lashes and I just like cut them up, is that my eyes never ever look the same. Honestly, I don't even care that much. I just like the enhancement that like longer lashes give my eyes. I don't really care for like all the shapes and the sizes and all of that extra stuff. So it is time for me to journal. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm going to start out by reflecting on this past year, something that I don't think I've done before. I've done this like whole goal setting like ritual where I journal, not reflect, but I kind of reflect on like what goals that I want to set for the coming year, and then I create a vision board. And this is something I've been doing since like 2022. This year I'm adding something new where I reflect on the past year. So I actually use Pinterest to find some journal prompts of like what I could be asking myself to reflect. So here are some that I have found. How would you describe your year? So 2024, how did you show up differently this year? I feel like that's a really good question. What are your significant wins for this year? What didn't go well this year? When you look at what didn't go well, what lessons did you learn? What memorable moments did you have this year? I love that question. I love reflecting on memories because for me personally, I actually tend to forget a lot of things, even like experiences and things, until I look back at the pictures or I look back in my journal from when I've written about it. And I mean, certain things like that I'll never forget, like going to New York for the first time, going to Las Vegas for the first time. But there's certain like little like trips or little fun adventures that me and my friends do that I sometimes don't document and I tend to forget them. So I think that's such a great question. How did you grow as a person this year? Did you create any new routines this year? Is there anything you wish you had accomplished this year? What are you most grateful in the past year? What new skills did you learn or improve on this year? This question is going to be so good for me because in the beginning of the video, like I said as well, I've been wanting to acquire more skills and just get better at the skills I already have because I've been feeling a little just like insecure about that, not going to lie. So I think that will be good to reflect on because I do think that there are a lot of things that I worked on this year without even actually realizing that. So, and last question is, what challenges did you overcome this year? So I don't know if I'm gonna do all of these questions. I'm just gonna do what feels right. And just literally write in my journal, bro. That's all I'm gonna do.
Welcome to eternity.
I turned to an addict, I brought me a paddock, I brought her a baby one. Yeah, I brought me a Maybach, came with 2 doors, yeah, that's the Mercedes one. I stay with the baddest, I'm counting cabbage while making my lady come. I brought a G-Wagon, that shit was a rabbit, that's why I be racing. Yeah, we brought the 4-door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, we brought the 4-door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, we brought the 4-door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, we brought the 4-door, had to get ready for war. I got static in my city, who fucking with me? Pull up with this 30 and this chopper, hold a 50. Man, I heard that nigga Mickey. That's the risk. Man, we spray his car, spray the window. She keeps sucking on my dick, tryna get it hickey. I swear that pussy too wet, sticky. I kicked her right out of the front door. I'm picky, yeah. And every time she go to call my phone, I'm busy, yeah. Hello. I heard it's some niggas that's on my head. I heard it's some niggas that's on my brain. Y'all niggas bet you'll be for y'all up, be dead. Pull out a whole lot of meds. Yeah, pull out a whole lot of clothes, nigga be stealing my sweat. Pull out a whole lot of earrings, please up your gas. Yeah, pull out a whole lot of red rubies on my neck. Pussy came with a team. Versace, my bitch. I got on that tissue, I you for the cheese. I turned to an addict, I brought me a paddock, I brought her a baby one. Yeah, I brought me a Maybach, came with the doors, yeah, that's the Mercedes. I stay with the baddest, I'm counting the cabbage while making my lady come. I brought a G-Wagon, that shit was a rappers, that's why I been raised. Yeah, we brought the full door, had to get ready for war. Yeah, I ain't fuck a bitch so long, I do it in a Honda Ghost. I had to count my money on the bottom roll. I just took that bitch shopping, but behind the shows. I had to get all my niggas up behind, I had to get on my phone. I had to take 12 right on the mile, driving like my friend was.
Y'all, I'm looking back at like my fourth quarter planning for this year. I wrote this back in August, and one of my health and wellness things that I wanted to try out was jogging. Now I look back at that and I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Why did I want to try that? I don't know. No, but I think it's because I do want to eventually start doing that and build my endurance in running because I have none. Eventually, now it's not the time. Target internship, I would definitely just say what skills or tactics could we use to be successful. I would say definitely my communication skills, just being a friendly, open person, being able to communicate well and be professional. All right, y'all. So earlier today, yesterday, I sat down, really reflected on the past year, and I looked at my past year's goals, thought about what goals I wanted to carry forward, which goals I reached, and just, set those aside for now. Obviously, I also sat down and I came up with some 2025 goals. The thing about me is I don't really like to share too much about my goals until the end of the year, so I'm not going to share too much. But I will say I am focusing a lot more. I'm focusing a lot more around goals that pertain to my career and my hobbies, just trying new things. Because as I said earlier in this video, like, I don't know exactly what I want to do. There's so many things that I'm interested in, so many routes that I could go. So I think just exploring my options and trying new things this year is going to be my best bet. It's actually now my favorite time, which is obviously to create the vision board. Some people do it like physically, they have a physical board, they print out pictures. I really just don't have that type of time. You know what I mean? It takes time to like go to the store, print out the pictures. You have to spend money, whereas this version of doing it digitally, you don't have to spend any money. So that's why I prefer it this way, I feel like. So what I typically do, and I'm going to share my screen with you guys. What I typically do is I always use Pinterest. And I create a board for the year. And throughout the year, I continue to add different pictures and inspiration into that board as I see fit. Throughout the last, I want to say 2 weeks or so, I've been thinking about what I want to see in my new year, what goals and habits I want to pick up. And I created this 2025 vision board on Pinterest, which I'm now going to use. I'm going to save certain pictures off of here to create a separate vision board for the year. And actually, what I did in 2023, and I actually recorded this process. This was, I believe, my first video on YouTube. I'll leave it on the screen, and I walked you guys through my process of creating a vision board and creating goals and things like that. That was actually my first year that I actually went through that exact process, and I've been doing it since then. So this will be my third consecutive year doing that. But with that said, that year I did one whole vision board with like all different areas of my life: personal, health and wellness, career, relationships, financial, school. And then I broke it up into separate categories. I made a vision board for each of those categories, and I only put like a few pictures on each. So that's what I did. I don't know if I'm gonna do that this year. I know just for now, I'm gonna do one whole one, but then we'll see how we're feeling. As you can see, I have a lot of like quotes on here, a lot of quotes, and things like that. So I'm gonna go through here, see which ones I want to say, which ones I really want to add to my Pinterest board, or sorry, my vision board, and I'll talk to you guys in a minute. You guys, so I have around 18 images that I saved to my iPad, and I think that's a pretty decent amount. I really noticed that compared to last year and actually just previous years, I just have like less and less photos because I think I just hone in more on less goals and focus on those. And I noticed that I actually achieve more goals when I do that instead of like trying to extend myself too far, setting too many goals.
Yeah. The truth. Not away. For the spaceship, now I'm a space cadet. Big white mansion in my habitat. Aim a lot of sticks like a laser tag. Fuck a rich bitch, having rich set. Smoke a lot of trees, need a weed plant. Did take a lean where the lean at. Sleeping on these G's is a beanbag. Got me going jeans cause I'm cool, right? Checking from my fan life is fantastic. I was broke as hell, sleeping on the mattress. Living like a hell when nobody happy. Hot shells jumping out, they send me automatic. Ran it up by the condo, got a new edit. Now the BB's with a V-long jean jacket. They can see me even if you had 3D glasses. Red bitch in the bikini, she from Calabasas. Got a pocket full of blue cheese and some green relish. I'm a psycho for these hunters, got a cash fetish. I've been studying these hunters, I'm a mathematic. Getting this love make me wanna buy my dedicated. Since the love got me geeked up, I don't need a head. Drake gold, let these niggas know we've already. Sniffy clothes on my bitches, we ain't ball capping. Alien feel like I'm living on my own planet. On the spaceship, now I'm a space cadet. Big white mansion in my habitat. Aim a lot of sticks like a laser tag. Fuck a rich bitch, having rich set. Smoke a lot of trees, need a weed plant. Did take a lean where the lean at. Sleeping on these G's is a beanbag. Got me going jeans cause I'm cool, right? She know she was overseas, they were panning up. Shopping Tokyo, Japan, they the best up. Hard top, turn the vert, riding anywhere. Ain't got a bend down, this ain't a propeller. Man, we spend it down, coughing Gucci sweater. Let the dribble niggas drowning, I cannot help it. It's booming out of guys, we are not the devil. Got Colombia the ties out of Mexico. Got the beds 100 times, still smell dope. Got some pimp, fill applying, feel like Velcro. A bitch fine, and I'm shopping on Rodeo. I be if you don't want copy, piss a day, yo. Ain't stingy, my bro gonna get a payroll. I just want the pretty women in the peso. I can only hit the engine in this Lambo. On the spaceship, now I'm a space cadet. Big white mansion in my habitat. Aim a lot of sticks like a laser tag. Fuck a rich bitch, having rich set. Smoke a lot of trees, need a weed plant. Did take a lean where the lean at.
This is my third time filming this outro because my mic keeps dying on me. But I just wanted to thank you guys for coming along with me these last couple days. It has been a very realistic, kind of rocky, bumpy start to the new year. I got frustrated with myself, then I got frustrated with myself again, and honestly, coming into the New Year's, I realized that I had this subconscious fear of addressing my 2025 goals for the new year. And I think that fear just stems from understanding that there's a slight chance that if I put in the time, if I put in the effort, that I might not achieve these goals that I want to achieve. And, you know, I addressed that fear, you know, by journaling, by talking to myself, and I ended up being able to, you know, address these goals that I want to accomplish in 2025. I hope this video honestly just resonates with anyone who sees people online or in their immediate life who they seem like they have everything together coming into the new year. They seem like they're, you know, the best version of themselves. And I think that's a lot of what's portrayed online. And I hope this video can help you recognize that not everyone is at 100% coming into 2025, and that is okay. We are humans, not robots, and we're not designed to show up the exact same every single day. And I think just, you know, this video reflects giving yourself the grace to, you know, not be hard on yourself and recognize that you have tomorrow to show up better than yesterday. And that is the only thing that I'm worried about, is showing up better than yesterday. Anyways, y'all, I will see you guys in the next one. Happy 2025. Bye.
I was counting up in on a private flight. All this chrome on my bum like a medieval knight. I was fucking up a like on that purple Sprite. Yeah, all my bitches beneficial, even told a pistol. Even blow it like a whistle, lie to officials. I'll drip you down in crystals if I know you're real. How you geeking out your body off a pee.